Libra. Hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you are new to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Let's get into your Libra Tarot reading. Libra Love Tarot Reading. Libra Love Reading. Channeled love messages from your person. Reading where we're going into thoughts, feelings, intentions, what you might need to know, next moves. I don't know either. Let's see who and what is coming through today. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Please show us what we need to see for Libra today. Please show us the cards. Aho. It's the Chariot, right out of the gate. Major Arcana energy. Wants to be your overall energy today. Bigger picture, movement, change based on this movement. And yeah, interestingly enough, we are, we are actually just out of one more day. We're out of Cancer season. We're going to be moving into Leo, and we're also moving in there now, actually, but we are a day away from getting out of Mercury retrograde in Cancer. It's going to be going direct, and it'll still be moving through Cancer, but there's going to be also a pretty heavy influence around the Leo energy. Yeah, this is already really extremely clear. Somebody here, I'm looking at the Ten of Wands. Yep. In the upright, Jupiter and Sagittarius energy. So that Sagittarius energy around movement, the fast energy, and Jupiter, which is, again, funny enough, in Leo now, but the planet of expansion and, again, things moving. And I'm looking here at the Eight of Swords in reverse, Jupiter, also in Gemini, and the Five of Cups in reverse, a Scorpio energy. So our Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, where their energy is quite strong. And by the way, the Knight of Pentacles right below the Chariot. Well, it's a slow-moving energy, but there's a lot of patience required. Somebody here, is there more? But somebody here has an apology to make, Libra. Yes, they do. King of Cups in reverse. What are they apologizing for? Because it's keeping them literally awake at night here. Our King of Cups, our Master of Emotions, is catty corner here with our Chariot. Kitty cornered energy. And the thing is, the Moon in Cancer energy here, there's an emotional, more of an emotional openness as well, like somebody overcoming what's been keeping them from apologizing, which I can see very much in our King of Cups in reverse. The Ten of Cups is here. And the Seven of Wands is in reverse. And the King of Pentacles, okay. So what has been going on here around this connection? Because our King of Pentacles is in reverse. And there's definitely an energy of something that did not work out here in this relationship. And there's definitely an element, too, of like not wanting, being on guard, but also being willing to hear them out. So I want to validate if you can see them. If you can see them, there's definitely a conversation. There's an apology coming at that event. May not be in person. For some of you, this could be around, this is really clear, could be around, well, how do you normally communicate? Voice messages, text messages, email, various social media. Just really kind of depends. It's all in our phones now, right? So obviously it could be a phone call. But somebody here definitely did not follow through. And by the way, the King of Pentacles is in reverse. But on one hand, we have our bigger picture, the Chariot, and on the other hand, we have the Ten of Cups. So I'm also wondering, again, it's sort of like waking up and just driving and showing up at that event. Maybe they weren't going to go, maybe they are. Again, it's not necessarily about in person, but what is clear is somebody's kind of sleepless here. And I'm wondering as well, I'm wondering if this is more than an apology. So our King of Pentacles in reverse is really validating as well around whatever has been going on here, connecting me with our Knight of Pentacles. And by the way, Princess here in this deck, Princess and Prince, there are two. We are looking at the Princess energy. And I need to bring in what is yours. Yeah. So what have they been holding on to? Communication, an apology, Eight of Swords in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse. Right in the middle is the Eight of Pentacles, which is also in the middle of a bigger picture. The Hermit, and on the other end, the Ten of Wands. Literally here, getting out of maybe a silence, whether it's across the road, across town, or maybe even across the world. It's going to be very specific for you. But this Hermit energy, very validating here in the partnership placement, kind of where everybody is. Again, there is, and this person here specifically, I want to say, is here with this on their mind. Getting clarity. You come out of the Hermit and you go into the Wheel of Fortune. And here you could say it's almost like a little think bubble, is the Four of Cups in reverse. More Moon and Cancer energy, by the way. And the Five of Cups in reverse. So somebody who maybe even tried to apologize or wasn't really ready, it wasn't sincere, perhaps there's been some blocking, or for some reason it feels like there's another conversation here going on. Okay, wow. So what else is going on here? Because connected to our Eight of Pentacles is the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. And this is long-term energy. It is a new cycle. And it's interesting because in the deck I chose for you today, Libra, there are 5 pentacles above and 5 pentacles below. And we are looking at this Five of Cups in reverse. I just want to show you the two of them behind this person are in reverse as well. So it's like a discord kind of energy, separation, whatever. But we also can see these 3 cups here that are knocked over. The water is still there. Things are unresolved. There was already something here that they need to apologize for. Here, within the Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, and it's pretty clear that it's connected to our King of Pentacles in reverse. So that energy around 5 is what I wanted to say with the conflict. And connecting also me to the 5th chakra, the throat chakra. It's kind of like you're here and they're here, and there's some stuff going on, around the connection. There's like it's not totally healthy at the moment. And also some fear of loss here. So somebody is working on this apology, and it does feel very much, again, it's really validating for me that it feels like it might be more than that. At the very least, somebody at least making it. And once again, yeah. Should you be able to see each other, it's definitely at that event that might be bringing together like your communities. The Four of Swords is here. So this is your energy, by the way. It's Jupiter in Libra, and it's really validating around like what has been going on in the Three of Swords. It's like a pause. There's a healing energy here. It's like taking a break. It's here with the Ten of Wands, which is getting out of this break. This is somebody who is really strategizing here, and maybe even in I guess you could say, a weird kind of way, in that it's a short strategy and there's movement, maybe even the very next day. So this is the thing. I feel like there's something that they've either seen or heard. Maybe you even said, if there has been perhaps an ultimatum, that has them kind of panicked, because it's also like not wanting to get into the Ten of Swords. This Nine of Swords here, completely overthinking. Again, getting out of the Eight of Swords in reverse of what has been holding them back? What has been holding them back from communicating these feelings, which number one is a sincere apology? And is that connecting to emotions around the relationship? It feels like it. Also here, as you can see, is the Hierophant in reverse, which I actually like. This is a card of commitments and long-term kind of energy. It's slow moving, and it's also validating that whatever has been going on, there is some kind of third party. It might be a person. It could be things like differences in your lifestyles or how you were raised, but it can also be like what other people think. And maybe it's in someone's head or it's literally being spoken. What I like about this is it's also, well, it's working out those issues. It's overcoming them. And yeah, this is literally what they're trying to avoid, the Ten of Swords. For some of you, I want to validate, you might even already be there, because we are looking at this Four of Swords energy of kind of after whatever's been going on. And the fact that there is some self-defensive energy here. I need to bring what is yours, okay? But still being willing to kind of hear them out. Seven of Wands, the Mars and Leo energy. Which is interesting with the fiery energy here in you, Libra, because air fuels fire. So it's almost like if you're in person, I just want to tell you, there's definitely this feeling of trying to avoid a scene, you know, because things are not finalized, I feel like, but they're also not resolved. Okay, that's at the bottom of the deck. Speaking of fire energy, it's the Emperor in the upright, Mars and Aries energy. So our Emperor is not only the leader of all the kings, this is the Emperor. And that's the thing, I'm really expecting to see some king energy aside from the King of Pentacles in reverse. And this sort of just overrides all of that major arcana. The Emperor likes to get what the Emperor wants to get. And what is really clear here, with our initial energy coming through with the apology, with the movement, that somebody does have an apology to make. But look where our Emperor is. Divine masculine energy, by the way, it's right in between the Hierophant in reverse, which again, I like. And the Ten of Pentacles, this long-term energy. So it's sort of like whatever got the King of Pentacles in reverse, it's like somebody's working that out, and it's really quite fast because they're anxious about it, not wanting to get into or maybe even stay in the Ten of Swords if that's where you are. And yeah, this is really interesting because this person that you've been waiting on, Mars, more Mars and Aries energy, by the way, completely connecting me with the Emperor. And also by way of the root chakra where the Emperor, you could say, resides, but also the World card. And as you can see in our Two of Wands in reverse, and I just want to show you, there's kind of a crossroad energy. There might be a distance. What are the obstacles? Is it distance? Is it more than one thing? Again, is it other people, romantic or otherwise? Because this is a life-changing decision kind of energy here within our Two of Wands, waiting for somebody to make some kind of choice and move. Connecting me with the World card energy, which, yeah, I mean, we're all in that energy, just living our lives and completing goals, learning our lessons, overcoming obstacles, going for what we want. You know, it's the world. And that's completing the picture in our lives with and without other people, whatever. It's decisions that are constantly being made. The thing is this reversal energy is extremely validating that it's connecting to the King of Pentacles in reverse, the commitment energy. And there's been delays around it, which we can see. Things kind of falling apart. And it's also connecting to that Ten of Cups. So had you built a life, were you building it? Was it on the table? It's literally on the table, and right on the other end is the Ten of Pentacles. What life together looks like is so specific for you, because that can be just as, and I don't mean simple like it's easy, but that could be as simple as like going to meet each other's friends and family, taking somebody to a gathering. Do you know what I mean? We could also be looking at, again, much longer term energy in the way of moving in, somebody relocating, or getting closer to longer term energy as well, including possibly family energy, marriage. But this is what's coming in. It is feeling like it's more than an apology. At the very least, this is on the table. It's the Ace of Pentacles. So the next level kind of energy, and yeah, it does have this energy really of sort of like coming out of nowhere. And at this point, we are looking at, and look where it came, look what it came with, I should say. At this point, we are looking at the Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Chariot. And Seven of Cups just came down in reverse, which is the person you've literally been waiting on to make this choice. So what is it about? Again, it's really specific to you, but it's extremely validating. One, around the commitment issues that have been here, and two, somebody getting clarity, coming out of them. Is this someone you're not around? For some of you, yes. And it does not surprise me that the Six of Cups is here. It's the Sun and Scorpio energy. It's connecting to our Ten of Cups. You know, the ship is literally coming in here. And it's interesting, there's a lot of butterflies that are actually powering it instead of wind sails. It's butterflies. And that is a transformational energy. And in particular, monarch butterflies do wait until storms pass, winds die down. And I'm looking at you, Four of Swords. So for some of you, this is like, well, yeah, I mean, either way, I feel like there has been some conflict here, and that's what the apology is about. But what I wanted to say is, it could be that it's been a while, and it could even be for those of you who are not really waiting anymore, or there's been some time passed, that, yeah, there's been some time that's passed. And some of you might not be expecting it. So if you are hearing a little birdie telling you, maybe Christine from the tarot closet, friends, family, whatever, that they're going to be at something, there's a high likelihood that they are just kind of showing up and it takes you off guard. Is it for everybody? No, it's going to be so specific to your situation. And by the way, I want to remind you, you're here when you're meant to be here, timing-wise. So if you're here in real time, or you're here days, weeks, months, or years later, trust the timing in that. You're here when you're meant to be here. I'm channeling for you personally, again, here in one more day of Mercury retrograde in Cancer. And then it's going direct. And it's going to be moving through Cancer till probably the shadow period around the 6th, 7th, 8th, something like that. But we are in Leo season here. So the movement energy and the bold kind of move energy is really not surprising me, whether you have a long history or it's not so long, because somebody is coming here. Look, they have the cup. There is a reunion energy here. You can already see the Four of Cups in the front, and that connects me 100% to the Four of Cups, which, by the way, is already here. The moon in Cancer, and there is an element of surprise there. So it's sort of like being at a party or hanging out somewhere, and then all of a sudden they're there. But the transformational energy also is really validating for me in our Eight of Pentacles in the upright and our Eight of Swords in reverse, because for me that is what I call a new stage energy. It is transformational. So something has changed around the energy that's here. And the very first thing that's changed, it's clear, is that somebody's really kind of anxious, kind of sort of anxious about making this apology. And here we go. More, I feel. And also this energy of the Nine of Pentacles, as you can see, which is here in the upright, does have this energy of like somebody who, is that you? And it's not about gender, but I want to tell you, in this energy of the Nine of Pentacles, just sort of doing their thing, enjoying their time. Yeah, you're going to see them. It's sort of like coming up to you. Again, it might not be the case how you connect. But the other thing is it's the Nine of Pentacles. It's one pentacle shy of the Ten of Pentacles, which is here. Somebody here in the Eight of Pentacles working on literally the Sixth Pentacle and connecting here to the Ace of Pentacles. So there we are. There it is. The pentacle that whatever has been going on here or happened here in this relationship, it's definitely on the table. The Ace of Swords is here. Libra, you're in this energy. Gemini, Aquarius, it's right below the Chariot. And this is more, look, it's connecting also to the Ace of Pentacles. It's more validation around the communication. It's also the Sword, which is clarity, which is truth. It's transactional. Everything aligns with like how things are going here around this specific energy that's coming in. And again, it literally might be kind of an out of nowhere energy. The Queen of Pentacles is here, which is my protege to the Empress, our counterpart to the Emperor. A lot of Gaia energy there. Somebody opening up. It's an emotional kind of open energy. What I like about the Queen of Pentacles too is there is a lot of healing energy around this particular reading today. Whatever has been going on, it's connecting here with our Nine of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. And wow. The Knight of Pentacles is here again. Like I said, there's two, and we have the Princess, and now here's the Prince. Now, it's a Virgo energy, but funny enough, they're riding on a bull, which is a Taurus energy, kind of stubborn, slow. They're also heading right for the Sun, which is a new cycle, which is a really strong energy. And the Ten of Cups as well, two of the sort of, I don't know, happy cards, I guess you could say. But revealing this apology that I feel like has definitely been in the Moon, connecting to that Neptune energy. Yeah, a new cycle, the potential for a happy outcome, you could say, and a Sun, which does help the Pentacles here grow. So we are looking at two, kind of like both of you for me in that energy, Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, excuse me, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I want to bring in some Oracle, which I'm not reading in reverse. Let's see if there's some new insight, validation, something we are not expecting to see. The bottom of the deck is making a choice. Making a choice, and it's here on sort of like I'll hear you out energy as they come in here to make this apology. There's a path and there's two different doors to take. So this energy around timing, this energy around communication, really validating, cleaning house, also extremely validating. You think of cleaning a house, you know, there's two brooms on their feet. Sort of, they came in here for that, you know. It's like moving a sofa, you know, and there's dust balls and there's stuff there that you didn't know you lost. There's stuff you knew you lost. You found it. There are things that go straight in the trash, and there are other things that are like treasures. It's a new cycle energy. So yeah, the apology is definitely here, but I feel like it's more than that. Wizard of Awareness. This is definitely a magician energy, holding on to the staff, definitely connecting me to the third eye chakra, which is connected to our hermit here. High Priestess, the moon energy, which is we're coming out of, I feel. By the way, the moon is in Scorpio at the moment, Libra, and it's really interesting. It's moving through Scorpio as it connects with the Chariot energy around the emotional block. So like things surfacing, like literally coming out of the moon. here into the sun, connecting with our Six of Cups. Again, whether you're expecting it or not. This Magician energy around communicating, you can see beginning, middle, end. Life, death, rebirth. Because that also connects me to the Death card. And that's an energy of coming out of the Hangman. And that's some paradigm shifts. So somebody coming in here in a different way. And that Magician energy, which definitely connects me to somebody making it happen, you know, and which is connected to the throat chakra. Movement is here. So connecting with the cleaning house, it's also right below the Chariot. It's an ostrich who moves really fast. As you can see, there is a windmill on today's card. A deck I'm reading from for you here at the Tarot Closet, which, by the way, it's the only place you should be. I don't release my readings anywhere but my verified channel on YouTube here at the Tarot Closet, where you see my hens and my sign, and you know, this is me, a person. So if you hear, see, or suspect it anywhere, even you're just hearing the type of reading and it's a voice that doesn't belong to anyone, yeah, you're probably right. My email is in the video description and on the About Me page. Thank you, Libra, for letting me know. But that windmill that's powered by the wind. That's the air energy. It's your energy. It's also Gemini and Aquarius, but in general, it's clarity, it's communication, it's truth, and it's moving really fast. And it is a new cycle. It's here with cleaning house, and again, it's connecting also to the Chariot. Wow. So here is the moon. It's coming through an oracle today, moonlight and into the unknown. In just a moment, because I'm actually looking up, my camera is about to die, so I'm going to click it. There we go. Okay. So this into the unknown energy is what I want to say. It's here with movement. It's also below the Chariot. That's the other thing. This is a 77 energy for me. Our 7th major arcana here. The possibilities, that's an energy of realignment. It's energy shifting. It's another path. It's a different path. It's a new path. So getting out again of, I feel like the World card energy, which is where we are, like heading for that Fool energy, but coming out of the moon and here into the sun. There's an owl here, which is a Scorpio, by the way, zodiac-wise, which is interesting because they're right in front of the moon, and this is a lot of what we've already been talking about. Some truth surfacing, an apology here, emotion, somebody who's coming in a different way. Has time run out? Is it getting close? Because somebody's not looking up at it as well. And it's connecting here with making a choice, so where things go after this apology. The Tarot Closet channeled love messages. I just had a little break in my voice there. Love messages from your person, from their higher self. The bottom of the deck. I love you more. Then I found a way to say, that's interesting, as we just come out here of this Moonlight card. Right in between the Chariot and the Emperor. So if you're not talking, which is I think the case for some of you, I'm still checking up on you. That's kind of like a Page of Swords energy. We already know that they're staying awake, thinking of you. So that's a validation, and it's literally going here on the Nine of Swords. Asking if you think of them too. This is interesting. I'm going through an ego death. So the Death card is not here on the table, but the energy has been coming through, and I'm looking at you, the Emperor. Yeah, and I'm rereading our messages. So it's like studying the truth, getting clarity. And I know I'll never find another like you. This has the feeling of like, it has your Justice energy all over it, Libra, of somebody who does want to apologize and make it right. But it has this energy, too, of like wanting to win you back. I want to hear your voice. I love you, too. I love you more than I found a way to say I love you, too. Is this call and response? What is this about? I made a wrong decision, because obviously it's connected to the apology that's here, and I feel, too, our Hierophant in reverse, so maybe listening to other people or worrying about what they think. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Emotional is here. It's right here with I'll never find another like you in the moonlight. Here we are again, thinking of you keeps me awake at night, Libra. And it's right here on our divine masculine energy in the Emperor. And the last channeled love message. Oh my gosh. So this is the third time it's come down around sleep. I just can't sleep because I keep thinking about you. I stay awake thinking of you. Thinking of you keeps me awake at night. Okay, it's clear. Beautiful Libra, thank you for joining me at the Tarot Closet today. I'm sending you love always, and I'll see you next time.